So today I want to share with you guys an ugly truth. Most people aren't strong enough to do the things that they want to do. And it seems like for most people, we think like strength is for the super high level athlete that needs to train and everything. The reality is in PT, because we see this all the time, we see people that want to do really basic things, but they can't, whether that's stand up from a chair, get off the floor. For some people with, significant, sometimes even like head and neck pain, they can't even lift their head off the ground. And not always even because it's painful, but because their body is too posturally weak to do this. Yet we think that being upright and being as mobile as we want to be and ambulatory as we want to be is like a right or something. And it's like, no, it's actually because we are existing in this world and we're training to do well in it. If we go back and think about children, right? Children come out of the womb, they have all this mobility and they have no strength or stability. And they spend like a year just building these little tiny, movement patterns that get them to stand. And then their next logical progression is to walk. But if they didn't do all those things like roll over, lift their head up, prop themselves up on their elbows, get on their hands and knees, pull themselves up to standing and practice and do all those things, they were training for a year to take that step. It didn't just happen. It's gravity and our ability to be efficient against gravity that really gets us there. So same thing, if we think that we should be able to kind of sit at a desk all day and hold our head upright on top of like an upright spine and not really change positions, like that's an incredible amount of endurance that it requires to do that. And we totally don't think that I don't think that most people see it that way. As PTs, we're like, you know how hard that is to like hold yourself up against gravity, these forces that are pulling down on our body all day long. It's like, yeah, it's exhausting. And trying to maintain in one position is impossible. If I have you hold your arm out to your side for 30 seconds, you're going to start saying that this is probably pretty tired. So it's like, how do you hold your whole body up against gravity? Again, you've been practicing your whole life. But when we have times of being sedentary, or when we are, I'm going to use the word training here, but when we're undertrained for the task that we're trying to do. And some of us, unfortunately, are so deconditioned that even walking and sitting upright for extended periods of the day is too strenuous on the body. So our goal is to build better, moving, more capable humans in a training setting in our CrossFit gym, and also just to kind of restore normal and get people back to being awesome in the PT side of things. That means that we want you guys moving. We want you guys pushing, pulling, carrying, lifting, doing functional tasks so you can succeed in this gravity-dependent world. Now, we're obviously huge advocates of CrossFit because we have a CrossFit gym, but that doesn't mean that that's like all we're talking about here. If that means that you really like a different kind of training, great, go do it. If it's going to enable you to do more against gravity and be a better moving, better functioning human being, by all means do it. We have to keep in context that there's things that we like to do and there's things that we don't always like to do. And if the things that we like to do aren't actually pushing the needle on the things that we want to do, like maybe we need to reevaluate that. A lot of people really like to do more like the passive stuff, like the stretching. That's not going to get you stronger. That might make you feel better short term, but what's going to get you better long term is going to get you stronger. So something to think about. If you're having trouble being able to do the things that you want to do and you want somebody to kind of help get you, like point these things out for you and get you back to being awesome and doing the things that you want to do, that's what my team and I do all day, every day, week after week, year after year, right here at Do It PT. So let us know. We're happy to help you through that process. Let's get you strong, get you back to being awesome.